have come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here.
Tak jo, konečně jsme došli k ním. Ano, jsem tady, abych zastavil La Dream Scourge, nemáme moc času. You're a hard god to find.
The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain?
Aha. Jak to zastavíme?
Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does.
Super.
We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
Neříkej mi, že Jolo dvine zpátky, už jsem se o ní postaral.
The fist of empire. Her wolves defiled the city on the shore.
Něco se děje v Paradisu? How could the still got attacked so quickly?
She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there.
Portal, huh? Magic that powerful always has a cost.
A mountain of essence. We strain, but it will move for you. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills.
You want freedom once more, it's what you've asked from the very beginning. We need to tak určitě co padal.
We must. We shall. We have been thinking of this.
No, to se mi líbí.
We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow.
Cool. The only way I can set you free is if you truly want to change.
We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand.
You was wanting something bigger than me. Youngful was troubled, he didn't need to die for it.
And where is your mercy for us? You know we deserve better than this. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity.
If you can promise you will be better.
Do you think we have learned nothing from you?
No doufám, že jo.
We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear?
Nevytahuj toho medvěda, jo? O čem to mluvíš?
The beautiful thing you killed.
Oh hell nah. První boss, kterého jsem zabil, na mě vytáhneš? Co s tím má společného?
What you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
Put the poor thing down so it doesn't cause harm to itself and anyone else.
Then let us die.
Huh?
He would offer a beast and the world mercy from its pain. Grant us the same. The time has come for you to act.
Je jedno, co udělám?
End our pain and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long. Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates.
Quick time event, pojď.
Blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow. Tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
Saparal's Fury. Reach max level. Ooh, lift all nearby enemies in the air and slam them down, dealing high damage. Let's go. Ale moji kámoši furt nemají max level. Proč? Já potřebuji je vylevlovat hlavně. Oni jsou ti důležití taky samozřejmě. Potřebuji full squad. A co teď? Osvobodili jsme jí teda? Neříkala, že tu jsme dny náhodou? Co to pro nás znamená, sakra? Oni moji kámoši mě tu prostě nechali, nebo šli do kempu počkat, než se vrátím? Zajímalo mě, jestli ta Saparal se poučila od nás jako fakt, anebo to prostě říká vždycky, protože kdyby to bylo podle toho, jak jsem se rozhodoval, tak by to bylo nejlepší. Ale nevím, jestli to jenom tak říká, anebo to tak i je. Tak co, osvobodili jsme je? Všechny. Doktor Strange? A. Oni na mě prostě čekali, mimo screen. Oni prostě, ta kamera prostě, tam byla úplně z vrchu, oni prostě čekali za sloupama, aby tam nevyrušovali můj úžasný prostě ten pohled na ty vyspy, nebo co to bylo. Tak to respektuju, díky, jste milí. No nic, už máme tyjo, sakra, kolik už máme? Už mám nějakých 50 minut natočených, Jesus fucking Christ. A to původně jsem myslel, že tady to finále je půlhodinové. Kdybych se nevykecával ze všema, tak možná je. Takže to ještě možná nějak se stříhám. Nevím teda jak, uvidím ještě. Protože tam není úplně moc možnost to stříhat. Možná ty fighty vystříhám actually. Možná, že vystříhám ty fighty s těma melfolkama, protože to podle mě není úplně nutný. Ne, že by to zabíralo hodně, ale každá minuta dobrá. Myslím si, že to není to, co nás zajímá. Teď už po tom, co jsme bojovali, kdo ví kolik desítek hodin v téhle hře. Takže se zbavím těch fightů. A trošku to zkrátím aspoň. Tohle zase trvá dlouho z nějakého důvodu. Cool.
Depths. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Je tam, kde to všechno začalo.
What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
Tak to je síla. Že já tam měla pravdu, my jsme tam byli dlouho jak svině.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time, assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Ne asi. Kámo, celou hru se snažím zastavit Tilgard a pak zatracené 3 týdny skejsneme, vole, v Gardně a potom najednou zahraje a pak je tady už full on ty kokos válka. Musíme za Helgardem, no.
Start this himself.
The steel garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
To je taky pravda.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
Volná a stream se skončil.
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
Mělo by.
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
Zněla v chill, takže...
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Maybe they'll help us in return. Aspoň něco jde dobře.
A lot of things have gone right. It's what's gone wrong we should be worried about.
We march on still. We run, but we are not yet truly free.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Jdeme všichni? Jo, tak tohle už bude úplně finále. Tady už jdem dokonce jako full squad, takže to už bude rychle. Taký bordel ještě. Dobré.
Sansa. How did you make it out?
Sansa.
No warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
These...
Sansa počká, musíme dovylepšovat věci. Tak.
See, you're here now. Where did they come from?
Snow? Why is there snow here?
That's gotta be Ringgrim's work.
Good fucking question.
She made it snow.
Kde vůbec jsme? A ono to tady úplně celé v troubě, proto to tu nikdo nepozná. Ale tady je Ringgrim.
Familiar face.
Ringgrim?
We meet again. Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwig and the steel growth lake.
I killed Ludwig in Mount Forgia.
It wouldn't be the first time she's come.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally.
No jo. Please support incredible world changing.
Perhaps. A new god being. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you.
Nemám resolve jak jinak. I'm certain I did.
Ah, that mortal zeal. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your.
Okay. Long nap and excellent food, ne
Mortal
asi.
comforts are so very adorable. Goodbye. And Yardsley, I do look.
Oh,
Jo, pokecáme později. Není čas, pánstvo. Už jsme jí poslouchali dost. Keci, ježe v kleci. Jdem.
Ripple across the living lands.
Hele.
where have you been?
What the f... Hey, Ellie.
Envoy.
How is Emerald Stair?
Thriving on. My revenants were just getting comfortable and when I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself,
Good thinking.
likewise, I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the steel garrote. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. What the?
Nice.
Emerald Stair is healing, believe it or not. Easier said than. Best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anna. My compliments to the flock, as always.
The envoy. Is that you?
Oh, hey.
Envoy, how did you... I don't know.
It's great to see you again, but where the fuck did you come from?
You just appeared out of
What the
nowhere.
fuck did you come from? Never mind. A long story, what are you two doing? Řekneme o Sapadalim? Ne.
Close enough.
Nice.
Once word about Paradise reached us, we were allowed to go.
That's not important, right?
Right. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. As much as you can. I suppose...
Don't mince words, Envoy. You know exactly.
I'd just like for us to live lives that are free. For us. And to be up to you, Envoy. I know...
Provedu. Jdeme. Ještě zas pokecat se všema musíme. Kašlem na to. Jdeme zjistit, co se tady sakra děje.
Envoy? Is it really you? Oh, Kostya told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god.
When you didn't come out, we assumed you were dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Makutadek?
It's too preposterous to believe. How could a plague be ended by speaking with a god?
Everyone, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
I discharged my duty to the Emperor and I ended the dream scourge on his side. Forget the dream scourge. Why does it look like a war? Jo, ať to ví.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
So you say. But Shatterscarp is still littered with dream thralls, and Temerty is still pacing her room, muttering in the dark.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort.
Ono je to
nothing
nevylečilo?
more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Bohyně Living Lands, Vodika ji uvěznila. Pustila jsem jí.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutedek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
Similar roots had infected the structures at Naku Kubel. If they and the Dream Scourge were really the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Musí dostat šanci druhou asi.
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by coming for our heads.
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Having Sapadal at our beck and call might be to our advantage. I'd like to see Rawatai try to stand toe-to-toe against a god.
Nandru never spoke of Sapadal, and I believe it was for good reason. They should never have gone free.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
Já jsem si skoro jistý, že jsem tu mrchu už jednou zabil. Myslíš si, že to nezvládnu znova?
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Díky.
She's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's run through the militia like a whirlwind.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Sakra, vážně jsem si myslel, že jsem jí zabila na dobro.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodika lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow.
Makes sense.
I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible.
Co ty jsi o tom věděl?
Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen.
Věřím.
It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
Jak se tam dole vede?
We've had no news from inside for several days.
Shit.
From what we can observe, southern Paradise is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.
Is there nothing our people can do?
Given the state of our supply routes after the Dream Scourge, and the Steel Garrote's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
Siege už jsem jednou tento rok zastavil, myslím si, že to budu muset udělat znova. A jak se vede jim?
Thirdborn still suffers from the Dream Scourge. Though you may have ended the plague, Envoy, many in Shatterscarp still are. I could bring no more than a handful when we heard.
The Wardens largely survived the keep's destruction, but we are in a desperate state. My men are salvaging what they can from the rubble. Medicine is in short supply. They will march to Paradise as soon as they can, but I fear they will arrive to find the city in ashes.
Sakra, jsem to blbě přeložil, to byli naši spojenci, to nebyli oni. To je jedno, takže všichni jsou na tom špatně, to je bomba. Jaký máme nápady?
Well, that's been a point of debate.
Fuck off.
We can't agree on how to stand against the Steel Garrote. nor who should lead the effort.
Tak to budu asi já
Too
zase.
few of us to risk an uncoordinated effort.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Meager forces should make it inside.
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill her.
Precisely.
Dobře, od co Ludwig teda jde? Kolony. Takže nová kolonie.
Establishment of a Wodekin state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement.
This is lawless attack. Bet fucking chance of that.
Somewhere inside that hollow head of hers, I believe she always hoped she'd turn you to her side.
Já věřím. Plně.
Remember, she has an obligation to Wodeka, a solemn oath. And neither the Steel Garrote nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Proč se rozhodla zautočit teď?
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig and the Tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence.
Giato, chill the fuck out. Ona za to nemůže, on má pravdu, je to zatracený nemrtvej s mečem, který je větší jak on. Lay of him, Giato, we can assemble when the dust settles.
Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now.
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adia that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for...
Nějaký jiný tohle je to, co císař chce?
Only to Wodeka.
Mhm.
Far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires.
Takže ne. Dobrá.
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine.
Povídej.
Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response.
Shit.
What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together.
It didn't... It didn't system of government where the Empire oversees... jasný, takže prostě kolonie, okay.
You decide, understand. The days of the frontier are done. Adia will come. Indeed, we are already here.
How about United Living Lands?
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
Zapadal, co myslíš?
Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. Many leaves into strength.
Nenechápu, proč ten zvuk vypadává. OK, co si myslíte vy lidi?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
We ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
OK, co ti šéfici si myslí?
Envoy, be rational. This would be madness. We are all strangers to each other. We can't govern. I can't trust these people to keep my warden's best interests at heart when they're looking after their...
Thirdborn alone couldn't stand against the storm. But the might of all of us, together? Any but the most fearsome adversaries. And that's what cannons are.
We'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? People return to Fjord. We could create such miracles of animancy, the living lands would become the breadbasket of the world.
Další nápady. What would becoming colony entail?
The living lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue. Safe.
Co myslíte?
He would suppress our culture before it's had a chance to grow. Everything my people cultivated would be reduced to a footnote. If you have any love for this land, do not allow...
Rawatai built its empire from colonies like this. But Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir, no matter how hard Adir wants it to be.
Tež si myslím.
Adir should turn back now and save everyone a bunch of blessed trouble.
Co vy, šefi?
The Empire's prosperity would be our prosperity. The people of this blasted island could know security and comfort for the first time in their lives. My wardens deserve no less. I say it's an offer worth
Samozřejmě, že Kostya s tím rozhodně souhlasí.
The horizon comes from Adir itself. You want me to thank this thief for protecting me from my purse? They can't offer us anything we don't already have.
Pravda.
Adiran rule. Your countrymen would strip my people of
To je pravda.
everything that makes them unique.
To je pravda. Zapadal?
The adder's promise. Flip our feathers as we find our wings.
To je pravda. Tohle je blbej nápad.
The deed binds us.
Of course.
Takže určitě ne kolonie. Proč jsme v tomhle my vlastně v tom rozhodování zapojení Helgardem?
I know why.
You have seen more of this land and met more of its people than any of us. But by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. And against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're Adiran, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway.
Můžeme ještě ten Grefram se zeptat.
The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit.
They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adia's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would...
Okay, co myslíte vy?
It's a mealy-mouthed compromise. But better than going on as my wardens have been.
A grave room wouldn't be my first choice. But we're going to need a hand with all the dream... Emperor's willing to...
With the Dream Scourge ended, my people can soon return to Fior. If a renewed animancy could easily feed the island, I suppose we could send Adir what's left. But when lean times come...
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before.
Okay.
They want to bleed us dry. To fill their coffers and fight their wars. To break us like...
Gamble, no jasný. Safest bet, jo?
It's bet. We'd get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place... There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now...
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex
To je
it
pravda,
later.
furt budou pod Adirem, to je hodně velká pravda.
Cut the rot, yet the disease remains.
Na tom něco bude.
Safety among spiders. A web gleaming with dew. They weave, they wait.
Kdo by byl Grev?
Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwig. But you were born to rule here. Quite literally. Well, give the matter some thought. You owe that
To není
much to
možná tak
yourself,
špatný
at
nápad,
least.
jako je na nic, že by byli pod Adirem, ale furt by to bylo...
Well, let's not twiddle our thumbs while Paradise burns.
Já si furt myslím, že nejlepší byla ta kolonie. Ne, kolonie, fuck off. A ne kolonie, že by byli osamocení. United Living Lands, toto. Že by byli prostě samotný jenom Living Lands a neměli by nic společného s nikým jiným.
Oh, gods have mercy.
Our cannons stand with the Living Lands.
Nice.
Fior and her animancers stand with the
Pojď,
Living
Kostyo,
Lands.
prosím, nebuď chuj.
I will not countenance this lunacy. Solus stands opposed.
Já to se dalo čekat.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
For once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences.
I don't give a fuck.
That leaves the matter of Ludwig and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy.
That's why we need to whoop it.
Kill her, or we will lose Paradise, and eventually the island.
Lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwig must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse.
The Paradise militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
It. No. Go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
You'll need it.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza. May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Steel Garrote. Lead the way, envoy.
OK. Předpokládám, že kdyby Kostya tady nebyla, byla by tu ta druhá borka, tak ta by souhlasila. Najednou je to dobrý kompromis. No nic, panstvo, ještě musíme jít pokecat. A pak jdem na to. Finální boj. Já jsem věděl, že s tou mrchou budeme nakonec stejně bojovat. Já jsem to úplně tušil. Že ona ve finále bude ta, kterou budu muset porazit. I když jsem už jednou sejmul, tak jsem si furt, já jsem si říkal, ty nějak divné, že ji zabiju tak rychle. Samozřejmě, že není mrtvá, vole, jak jinak.
You should get some sleep.
Big day. Still up.
Right. Things feel different now. Wrong, somehow. I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but
just a
putting
fight.
my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness.
Foolishness! Nedává to smysl, někdy je to potřeba. I need you ready to fight, Marius. We've been fighting for my cause all this time. Why is this different?
Taka, envoy. Your cause became my cause at that point. What? A concept of
Jak je to zasekané, to je strašné.
Who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise until the island decides it's time for a change? It's fine. Really. But it's some blessed day Sokka when you think about it.
Je to bullshit. Ale tak, hej, poslední fight.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be all right, envoy.
Ještě Giata. Ta s náma chce mluvit hodně poslední dobou. Já tež ne, venku je 12 hodin odpoledne.
Rallying under the banners of the Paradise militia. Your emperor will not be pleased.
I have influence in court. My report on living lands will change minds.
It's dangerous. If you aren't careful, it can turn against you.
Pořešíme.
When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last.
Living Lands mě bere takové, jaká jsem, a na to nemůžu zapomenout. Je to pro mě těžké. Moje duše je v Living Lands, ale moje srdce patří Aidiru.
Really pulled you apart. Worse, it's put your soul at risk. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity.
Tak uvidíme.
Don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let.
A přesně proto jsem to udělal přesně tak, jak ono nechtěl. Dvě věci, co nechtěl. Aby jsme byli unitnutí a aby to tady patřilo Ludwin. A co jsem já udělal? Unitnul to tady. Díky za varování.
It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers.
Jako
Time for
vždy.
you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
Takový hrdinové jsou nejlepší.
If I must.
Tak jo, a ještě něco.
We should take a moment to
Chain free to do whatever they want. I trust Saparo to do the right thing.
I admire your confidence. If not for you, Sapadal would still be pacing their cage like a wild animal.
Spíš by byla mrtvá.
Which means you have leverage over a god. How do you plan on using it?
Hezky poprosím. I don't think like the...
Sapadal's imprisonment shaped this island. Now that everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions.
Mě zajímalo, jestli můžu, kdybych pohltil tu její sílu, jestli bych dostal nějakou jinou schopnost místo toho, že je zvednu a hodím na zem, jestli bych dostal něco úplně silného, nějaký prostě overpowered úplně skill.
Eventually. I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. The subject matter is...
Pohodě. Budu tebe všecko.
For that I'm grateful. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here, I'm grateful to have been a part of it.
Same. Nevím, proč ten zvuk vypadá, štve mě to. Kdybych to stihnul do natáčet, než vyjde ten patch, tak by to určitě bylo v pohodě, protože to mě trošku štve, ale s tím bohužel nic neudělám. Bych musel čekat, kdo ví jak dlouho. A to úplně se mi jako tež nechce. Já nemůžu dát jinou část dne? Tamhle dole je plno mrtvejch. Já mám všechny s sebou?